Everything changes, even your pain. At first, that idea might sound a little unsettling, right? We crave stability. We want something, anything, to hold on to. Something solid, something permanent. But the world doesn't work that way. People age, seasons shift, relationships evolve. Even the cells in your body are changing every second of the day. Nothing stays still, nothing stays the same. And yet, this isn't something to fear. Because impermanence, this constant change we're surrounded by, might just be our greatest ally. It could be the key, the hidden doorway to our strength, to our hope, to the courage we need to grow. Let's dig into this together. Here's the truth: most people treat change like an enemy. They complain, "My job's different now. The world's moving too fast. My body doesn't feel like it used to. Why can't things just stay the same?" But pause for a second. What if things did stay the same? Imagine if your worst pain, your biggest heartbreak, or your most difficult moment, lasted forever. No break, no healing, no hope. That would be terrifying. But that's not how life works. Impermanence means the pain you feel today will ease. The struggle you're in will shift. The darkness you're facing now will pass. And that's not a loss. That's your lifeline. It's your invitation to reset, to breathe again, to rebuild instead of repeating the same worn-out patterns. In Buddhist teachings, they say impermanence is one of the first steps toward freedom. When you truly see that everything rises and falls, you begin to hold things more gently. You stop gripping so hard out of fear. You stop clinging to what was never meant to stay. You realize, you were never meant to keep everything forever. And no, that doesn't mean we stop caring. Actually, it means the opposite. When we know something won't last, we love it harder. We cherish it more. Every smile, every sunset, every simple conversation becomes more precious because we know it's fleeting. Let me tell you a quick story. A friend of mine lost his job a while back. He was shattered, spent years building a career he thought would carry him through life. Then, boom, gone. At first, he thought it was the end of everything. But here's the twist: he used that moment to take a leap he never dared before. He launched something new. A year later, he said losing that job was the best thing that ever happened to him. That's impermanence at work. It's uncomfortable. It's unpredictable. Sometimes, it knocks the wind out of you. But sometimes, it's the push you didn't know you needed. Think about it. If you want growth, transformation, progress, then something's gotta give. You can't plant seeds in frozen ground. Change is the thaw, the beginning. Ever seen a forest after a wildfire? It's devastating. Ashes everywhere. Silence where there once was life. But then, new growth begins. Fresh shoots break through. The ashes feed the soil. Life returns stronger than before. Painful, yes. Necessary, also yes. And the same thing happens in your life. You'll face heartbreak, failure, loss. We all do. But here's the beautiful part: none of it lasts forever. That's not a punishment. That's the promise of renewal. Maybe you're dealing with something heavy right now. A broken relationship. A regret that won't let go. A future that feels uncertain. And maybe you think, this is it. This is who I'll always be. But you're wrong. If you give it time, if you lean into it, if you stop fighting the natural rhythm of change, you'll see it start to shift. It doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean you won't feel pain. It just means that pain won't be your permanent address. So here's the question: will you let change do its work? Or will you fight it, clinging to what's already fading? Some of us grip so tightly to what we know, even if it hurts. Because we fear the unknown more than we fear the pain of the present. But ask yourself honestly, is it really safer to stay on a sinking ship just because it's familiar? Impermanence says gently, let go. Let go of what no longer serves you. Let go of what's holding you back. Let go of what's already gone. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. In meditation, we focus on the breath. Inhale, exhale. You don't fight to hold the inhale. You don't resist the exhale. You let it move through you. That's the rhythm of life. Of everything. Your emotions, your relationships, your very identity, they're all in motion. Let's talk about pain again, because it's real. It's loud. It demands attention. But it's never permanent. Sometimes it feels like it'll last forever. I know, but it won't. Pain evolves. Or it fades. Or you grow strong enough to carry it differently. That's why you have to stop giving pain more credit than it deserves. Stop letting it write the final sentence of your story. Because it won't, unless you let it. If you're brave enough to trust that nothing stays the same, you'll see something powerful. You always have options. You always have a choice. And no moment, no matter how dark, is the end of you. In many teachings, the realization of impermanence is described as liberation. It's the first breath of freedom. Because once you understand that even your worst fears, your deepest sorrow, your hardest trials, are all passing through, you are free to choose hope. Transitions bring growth. Always. Graduating. Moving to a new city. Leaving an old habit behind. They're scary, but they open doors. If you resist change, you risk one thing: regret. The regret of wondering what could have been if only you'd had the courage to embrace the unknown. People ask, how do I deal with change when it feels like everything's falling apart? It's simple. Not easy, but simple. Feel your emotions. Let them come. Don't fake strength. And then, remind yourself. This too shall pass. That doesn't mean your pain isn't valid. It means your pain doesn't get the final word. Don't just roll over. Don't become numb. Don't shut down. But do this. Understand that everything has an end date. Joy, pain, love, loss. They all rise and fall. And that's your power. Use the truth to appreciate the good and endure the hard, because neither one lasts. Here's the heart of it all. Impermanence isn't weakness. It's not some sad truth we have to tolerate. It's your greatest strength. Because when you accept that all things change, you unlock the ability to adapt, to rebuild, to rise again and again. Pain doesn't become your prison anymore, it becomes your teacher. A storm may be raging now, but it will pass. And behind that storm, a new sky, a new day, a new chance. So stop fighting change. Start flowing with it. It's not here to destroy you. It's here to remind you. You are flexible. You are resilient. You are capable beyond belief. So let's end with this. You're not stuck. You're not doomed. You're just in motion. And motion is life. Your next chapter can be better than this one, if you're willing to let go of what's gone, face what's here, and step boldly into what's next. So ask yourself, what are you afraid will never change? Now flip the script. What if it's just a phase? Just a piece of the puzzle? Just one chapter of a much bigger story? Don't give in to hopelessness. Trust that life moves forward, with or without your permission. So why not move with it? Everything changes, including your pain. And in the truth, lies your freedom. If this message hit home, don't keep it to yourself. Share it. Send it to someone who needs it. Be the reminder someone else is waiting for. And remember, storms pass, wounds heal, hope returns, all things change. That's not the end. That's your beginning.